Sometimes the companies focus a lot on investing for the future and playing a foundation for growth. And some companies are basically what you would call treat their business as cash cows. Maybe because they don't have the skills, maybe because they don't have the opportunity and all that. So at a particular point of time, you may see a company making the same revenues and profits as another company, but it really is a very what I would say not a long-lasting stream of revenue, because at some point of time they don't have new businesses which will generate cash for them, and the existing business get more and more competitive and more and more commoditized. A classic example of that would be, say, if you go back to the late 90s when the Nasdaq boom happened, and IT companies, completely new era of IT companies was coming because of the internet, and so we had a company like Cisco and a company like Amazon, and Amazon in 1998 probably had revenues of a few $100 million and was actually making losses of $100 million, maybe 20-30% of the revenue. Whereas Cisco was a very profitable company. And at one point of time, Cisco was actually valued higher than Amazon. And a lot of people used to say that buying Cisco is a no-brainer because, they're doing the plumbing for internet and they'll always be required. Companies like Amazon would come and fail and all that. And Amazon was a very, what I would say, um controversial company in the sense they were making losses, but a lot of people loved the stock, and Jeff Bezos kept on investing in new business opportunities. And the company kept on growing, but the company kept on losing money. So both companies were valued at a few $1 billion at that time. And Amazon, I think, in the crash in 1999 came down to $5 billion. And today, Amazon is $2.5 trillion. And Cisco actually has never reached the valuation it reached in 1999, even though they have a good business, because there is no, in their particular business, there is no opportunity to grow beyond a particular point of time. So people who look like they were overvaluing Amazon at that time were actually probably assessing Amazon's prospects from a longer term point of view much better.